Ladies and gentlemen, we have hit 5,000 subs. That is absolutely insane, and that is a number I never thought in my life I would hit. I really just want to say thank you, because you guys are the reason why this is being celebrated, why this is even something I consider an achievement, because you guys are here supporting. You guys are the ones that are enjoying the content, hopefully, that I'm putting out, and I really just want to say thank you. So to celebrate, I asked you guys if you wanted to ask me any questions, since I'd be holding a small Q&A. And this is also kind of a video just to kind of test the waters with this type of stuff. And it's probably not going to be as popular as all the Minecraft stuff, which is fine. I figured I want to just make a video for you guys, you know, the ones that are sticking around, the ones that do watch everything I put out, and the ones that are, I guess, really here for it, you know? So without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop into the questions. I'm not really doing this in any particular order. I'm kind of just gonna go based as I see them. All right, so the first question is from sh_RBB, who asks, what inspired you to do YouTube? And I think I'm gonna break this up into a couple parts, because I tried to record an answer for this a couple times already, and I realized, damn, there's a lot I gotta go through. So I guess what I'm gonna split it up into is most recently how I got, I guess, into this, what inspired me to do YouTube recently, and sort of all the history leading up to this point, I would say. So recently, if you watched the wrap-up video of 2025, I kind of explained how I used to be, and I guess technically still am, a editor for Digital Kingdom's channel. And that was just a channel that John and I created in order to, you know, just have fun on YouTube and just, you know, just make stuff we enjoyed. And I think ultimately it got to a point where I started to kind of realize John wasn't as into it as I was. I know there was a lot of stuff going on in his life at the time that he kind of had to step away from all that. So I realized that, and I'm just like, you know, I really want to keep doing content creation. I really want to keep doing this, but it's going to have to be on my own. And that's kind of where, if you look back at my channel, there's stuff from like maybe 2 years ago, possibly. But this is just kind of when I wanted to just start making my own stuff on my own time and, you know, just kind of see what happens. And then eventually, of course, I shifted gears after some time, and now we're making Minecraft ARGs because that is what's doing really well. People seem to like it. I'm learning quite a bit. And I do want to thank you guys for, you know, being vocal about things that I mess up and things that I get wrong or things I don't mention. I think it's very good conversation. I think it's things that I can learn from. And, you know, hopefully with my situation being a family man and having to work a full-time job as well on top of all of this, hopefully that's understandable. And I do hope I can get it right the first time without having to, you know, go back and correct a bunch of things. So thank you guys for that. So, but yeah, so I think that's the first part with me being quote unquote recently inspired again, I guess, if you will. But there's really been a whole history. I'd say I've kind of always been interested in it because I think it was pretty early YouTube. I'd say whenever the ASDF videos were very popular. This is when Smosh was at its peak. This was when I think Annoying Orange was doing really well at the time. Those are just like kind of the few examples that I can think of that I remember very fondly. And I just remember enjoying that stuff because it was fun content. It was cool. It was great. And, you know, I wanted to try to make my own stuff. So I remember, I think my very first video was like a Lego stop motion thing. I don't even remember what it was about. It was something short, like super short, because I realized how much work actually goes into stop motion. I'm just like, you know, I don't think I'm going to make this more than like 2 minutes. So let's just keep it simple. And then that transition, I think, into Call of Duty zombie stuff, because that was something I was really big into kind of early middle school, I think, for me. So I tried to do like Call of Duty zombies in real life. Obviously that was crappily put together in Windows Movie Maker, so, you know, it is what it is. And then, you know, I think I set that down for a bit, and then I picked up a new channel that did Minecraft gameplay, I think it was. I just, with no editing, I would just record, immediately upload it to YouTube. And then of course I set that down. I think this is when custom zombies was kind of becoming a bigger thing, because I was still heavily into Call of Duty zombies at the time, just as like a casual enjoyer. And I would say with that, I just remember wanting to try to do my own custom zombies videos because I thought it was cool, and I just wanted to try my hand at it. I did that for a good while, actually, but I think I just ended up setting that down because life got too hectic, and there was a good gap of time between doing YouTube and what it is now. So, but yeah, I mean, I guess to boil it all down, what really inspired me is that, you know, I think really early on, I've always wanted to do it just because of all the cool stuff that I was seeing I think that's just kind of evolved over time and different iterations of kind of what I wanted to do with content creation, you know, especially with the Digital Kingdom thing happening. I think it really helped to solidify that a little more for me, being older and kind of knowing more, even though my stuff is not perfect. I think that's really just boiled down. Like, I've always had those inspirations just based on what interested me at the time and, you know, what I was able to make videos on. So I'm sorry if that was kind of a lengthy answer. I hope that answers it well. I just realized how much information is in that. So apologies if that was too long of an answer, but hopefully that answers it for you. Next question is from Lululala-PWQ, who asks, do you think you'll make one of your own MC ARGs in the future? And actually, I already have. So the very first Minecraft ARG video that I did was actually on the Hollow Street ARG. That was one that I created. Boeing helped me out with that in terms of map creation, so shout out to him for that. It was just something short and simple that I wanted to do. I don't remember if this is after or before the whole searching for a world that doesn't exist thing by Wi-Fi's blew up. I honestly don't remember. I think I was working on it before, because I remember working on it in August, September, and I think it released towards the end of October. I think it released on Halloween, so it might have been before. Yeah, so I mean, I really just wanted to create something that didn't have me sitting down and recording lines, because, you know, a lot of ARGs really have it where, you know, you just type in chat and everything takes place in game. You don't, it's very rare that you'll ever hear an ARG with somebody having a microphone on. So I kind of just wanted to try my hand at it, see what happens. You know, I got the idea along the way of creating it. It's like, you know, why don't I just try my hand at analyzing it? You know, I'm literally the one creating it. I should be able to hopefully do a good job on it. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much where we are now, analyzing ARGs that are either made by me or not made by me, because I still want to try my best to give some of these ARGs a chance, but it's very hard to get through all of them, especially when I do have quite a stacked queue and people constantly recommending ARGs to me. It's definitely a lot to get through for sure, and I can't guarantee that I'll get to every single person. But yeah, I mean, I guess, yes, I actually have already made mine. I am currently working on, I think I just finished one of them actually, not too long ago. So that's out there, that's fully complete. I don't really want to say anything right now, since I actually am exporting out the explanation video for that at the moment. I'm probably gonna go upload it to YouTube after this whole recording here. And then there's also one I'm working on with somebody. We took a break from it because the holidays were kind of a hectic time. I think we're gonna try to get back into it this week, so hopefully that's gonna be done. I'd say late February, early March, hopefully. But we'll see. But yes, I have made my own already, believe it or not, and hopefully I will have time to continue making cool ones for you guys. Static503 asks, how's family life treating you? So family life is pretty good. I'd say really the hardest part right now is trying to stay on top of money a little bit in terms of how much we're making and sort of all the expenses that we've unfortunately had to put down. Just because we've ran into a lot of car problems that are kind of pricey. We did have a very fun vacation during the winter break. Unfortunately, we did run into car problems there again, and I had to get a new alternator on my car, so that kind of sucked, but luckily it wasn't super pricey. But yeah, you know, I mean, family's good though. We do have plans that I want to say we should hopefully enact by April if all goes well. I don't want to really reveal too much. Family's good though. Daughter's doing good, stepson's doing good, wife is doing good, and I'm doing good. It's just the lack of sleep, I think, is really the hardest thing as of right now. But you know, my daughter's getting older, so hopefully she can sleep through the night. Hopefully I can get my 8 hours of sleep back. I can stop feeling tired all the time. So yeah, but overall, family's doing good. We're doing good, and I couldn't be happier. The next question is from KiwiLand Kiwi-C7Q7X, who asked, why did you choose to start off with streaming from my memory instead of something else? So I actually did look at this question previously, and I figured I would actually change up the question a little bit, and the reason for that is because I started off with making videos first, and then when I got into this apartment that I'm paying for better internet speeds, because back when I was living with my parents, the internet was not good. It was easier for me to create videos instead of trying to stream. Because of that, I think I'm gonna try to rephrase this question a little bit. I'm gonna instead phrase it to, why did you choose to start streaming? instead of the normal question, because I started off making videos. So the reason I started streaming was because I wanted just to try something new. I wanted to try something different, because especially when I've lived all my life having crappy internet at my parents' place, I just wanted to see what it was about. You know, I wanted to try my hand at streaming and you know, push the internet to its absolute limits, right? I don't know, I personally feel like I have a really fun time with you guys when I do stream, and that was kind of something I was looking forward to, because I think really I just wanted a better way to connect with you all, truthfully. I think it's cool when, you know, we're able to experience stuff together live. It's just awesome, I think, to be able to stream and, you know, have you guys right alongside me. Hopefully you're enjoying the stuff that I stream, right? But yeah, so I don't know, I mean, I just wanted to try it. I wanted to try something different, because I've always been a guest on John's streams, right? Because he's got better internet at the time, right? But you know, I've been a part of that, and I wanted to be doing my own stuff with it and just kind of experiencing it, you know. So I don't know, I guess that's really why I wanted to start streaming. It was really just to try to connect with you guys and test out the new internet. Ultimately, just have fun with you guys, you know, have fun in a live setting. All right, Crazy Alfredo asks, do you have something other than YouTube to gain money? Like a job? Yes, I do. I do have a job. It is a full-time job. It is a contracting cybersecurity job, although the idea was supposed to be like a temp to hire position, so I would start off as a contractor, and I guess they were supposed to see if they like me or not. However, it's been about a little over a year now, and hopefully with the new fiscal year starting, hopefully they've set aside funds so that way they can bring me on, because God knows I need those benefits, and I need that paid time off. I need those holiday pays without actually working. I mean, just as a contractor, it's rough, and I feel like I should honestly be getting paid more than what I get paid right now. I guess the short answer is yes, I do have a job. It's a full-time cybersecurity contracting job, and I really do hope they can bring me on full-time. I hope they're not just cucking me with, you know, with these empty promises of, oh, we're gonna bring you on as a full-time employee, you know, you'll get better pay, you'll get better benefits and stuff like that, you know. So I don't know, I mean, I'm hoping to have a one-on-one with my boss here soon to see if maybe that's actually possible to do, to bring me on to get better pay, because me and my wife, we really need just better paying jobs if we're gonna try to do what we need to do, you know. I don't know, hopefully everything goes well with that, but I'm not holding my breath, and I might have to start looking for another job if they keep on kind of giving me these false promises of bringing me on like that. But I don't know, we'll see though, we'll see. It's a new fiscal year, so maybe the budget's been renewed and maybe they actually have something that they can, you know, throw me in for that, but I don't know, I guess we'll see. And then the last question that we have is from Nee, who asks, why did you decide to do YouTube? I'm going to answer this very shortly. I'm going to say this is very similar to sh_RBB's question, which was what inspired you to do YouTube. So hopefully that answers that question specifically. I don't want to re-explain the entire lore. That is why I decided to do YouTube. But hopefully that answers your question for that at least. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, I think that was actually all the questions that we had. There weren't too many, which is okay. Hopefully I was able to give pretty good answers. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video though. I know it's definitely different than what I would probably normally do. You know, if you guys want more videos like this, absolutely let me know. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you guys may have about me, about my life. Just as long as it's nothing that's terribly personal, and nothing that's gonna dox me, per se. I really do want to just thank you guys again for making this a possibility for me. Just thank you, and I really do hope I have your continued support going forward with this, and I really do want to keep doing my best for you all, so that way we're all having a good time. I'm making content that you guys like, and, you know, you guys are able to support that content. So, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is all for our Q&A. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for asking the questions. I will absolutely try my best to test the waters with this video, see if this is something we can do again. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for asking the questions. My name is RespawnRaccoon, and I will see everybody in the next one.